This monologue is quite long. So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You are too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are empirical.
Too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister, let me speak. Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world.
Oh my goodness. What is this again? What is this? What is this again? Minister of Works. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, I would just want this video to be so unusual. I didn't want it to be like the usual videos, the other videos I used to make. This one I just want to do cuts and I add my own voice. Then when I give you clip and I add my own voice so that you guys will be carried along. Now, guy, what happened here is that there is an interaction between Rufai Oseni, the TV presenter, and this Minister of Work, David Umahi. So Rufai was asking him to give account of the ongoing project, that is the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway that is going on right now. And they promised they were supposed to finish it come January 2026, but they have not gone far with the project. So he was like, give us the account of how far you guys have gone with this project and the money that has been given to you guys, 700 billion you borrowed in the loan you took, and even like, guys, just one single question that Rufai asked him that caused this whole chaos. Rufai asked him, give us the account, what is the cost for 1 kilometer? And that's the problem, or that was what triggered this whole thing. And he said he cannot do that. So Rufai now said Rufai said he reported him to the president the last time. But the man said, who are you for me to report you to the president? That you're too small. Can you imagine the height of this ignorance and all that? All right, guys, let's continue.
I have my facts I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just.
Guys, what is this? And the minister will not allow Rufai speak. What is this? Allow him to speak. That is one thing about truth. If you want to say the truth, they will not like you. They will allow you to say that because they know that truth is going to spoil everything. It's obvious. It's very obvious that Rufai is very, very right with his questions. He knows what he's saying, but this man will not admit to that.
I just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak. I'll be happy. All right? So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer. So you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure, so I was right on that point.
Honestly, guys, we can do this. Can you imagine what this man is saying? Can you imagine what he is saying on national TV that was being interviewed? Can you imagine what is coming out from his mouth? Like, you cannot give account of the job that you are given to do, you are assigned to do. You're working for the masses, and they're asking you a question. What is the cost per kilometer of about 750 kilometer construction work that you're asked to do, but he cannot give just an account of it. It is too hard for him to say that 1 kilometer costs so amount, so that this guy will not start doing the mathematics, calculating to find out the exact amount that is going to cost and to know whether they are, embezzling money or not. This is just the reason why he is avoiding it, all these questions, because he doesn't want people to do the calculation. So that means that he lacks integrity and he lacks fidelity. And he lacks a transparency and accountability. So it's not worth it. What is he running away from now? This is a public servant. You're working for the public. What is he running away? And they ask you to give account of what you are asked to do. You cannot do it. You don't want to do it. And you are saying it confidently and boldly that you cannot do it. This is where we have got ourselves into. This is the level that we have got to. You know why these people are just doing this thing? Is because nobody will do anything to them, because they all know themselves. Because they have upper hand at the upper echelon. They know themselves. They know that Nigerians will not do anything to them. Because come on, this is just a harmless question. What is the cost per kilometer? And it is causing this whole chaos, this whole drama, which is so unnecessary. Look at the way the man was even embarrassing himself. Look at the person that is the Minister of Works. He cannot even defend himself. He cannot express himself properly. And Rufai was busy throwing questions at him back to back. He could not even give a clear answer to a particular question.
The second point,
because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
you don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
You cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So, please.
And then again, he made another funny comment. He said he's a professor in the field. In which field? In engineering field, because that's what they're talking about, engineering, construction. He said he's the professor in this field. Then as smart as Rufai is, he was able to observe that sharply, and he asked him, what professor are you? Oh, I never knew that you were a professor. Who gave you a professorship and engineering? He now changed it again. He twisted, he deviated from that. He deviated from that, and do you know the reply he gave him? Listen to this.
I'm professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor in practice. Okay. I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you actually.
If you will let me.
You have no knowledge.
You heard him right there. He said he's a professor in practice and not in engineering. And what is the meaning of that? Professor in practice. I've not heard that before. If there's anything like that, a professor in practice of a particular field. I don't understand. Maybe it's a coined word by himself. So it is quite clear now that this is the way these people behave. This is the way they treat us. This is the way they see us. They see us as nothing, that they can play on our intelligence. They can do anything they want and get away with it. There's nobody's going to hold them for anything. You see the way this man was busy embarrassing himself. First he said, I cannot give account of cost per kilometer. Secondly, he said he's a professor in this field. Which field? Engineering. And when he was asked, what do you mean by that? He now said, I am the professor. He now twisted it, that he's a professor in practice. What it means, according to him, that he knows everything about engineering. So guys, what I want to pinpoint from this is that whatever promise that these people are giving you out there, just know that it's just politics. They do not mean it. And they can never mean anything they tell you that they're going to do. Look at the way this man is just deviating from one point to another. He will say this. When you catch him, he will say another thing just to cover up.
Dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak, the other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right? How many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback term of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you denied that the case was not in court. Now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that has been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that? So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people called to book, I booked them, and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
And guess what his response was? Silence. Guys, silence was his response for some minutes. He did not say anything for some minutes. And in the end, he opened up. Listen to what he said.
Rufai does not know what he's talking. And I think he should come to learn, one, how to talk. Number two, Mayo.
Answer the question. How have the loan been spent? What's the cost per kilometer of these new 100 kilometers? How much is it going to cost? And how has the cost been spent?
All right, Minister Umahi, you have the floor now to please respond to the questions that have been posed to you.
And he shamelessly opened up in the end and listened to what he heard, what he said, that Rufai does not know how to talk. he started, insulting Rufai that he does not know how to talk because he asks you a simple question. That is one thing you see. That's one thing that happens to truth. They always find a way. You just imagine the way he was beating about the bush over a simple question. Guys, can you imagine? And now, listen, the next thing is he called Mayo. He called Mayo. Mayo is a colleague to Rufai, Oseni. They worked together at the RIS-TV. Both of them were there interviewing him. So he called Mayo. Maybe he was going to get a fair attention from Mayo, but Mayo directed him back to Oseni that he should answer the question, that particular question. Also, that is it, guys. And hear what he said again.
Okay. Number one, this guy makes me, it makes me, to laugh, at a very high level of ignorance.
Now, guys, that's the end of it. I have to cut it off because I can't continue to listen to gibberish like this. Imagine what this man is doing, Minister of Works. He would not stop deviating from the particular question that was thrown at him. That is to show the level of incompetence and lack of transparency and his portfolio. Honestly, guys, this is what we see. This is what we see every day. This is what is happening there. This particular video clip is an eye-opener for you people to know the level this whole thing has got to. So whenever they come saying, we'll do this, we'll do that, just know that it's for their own pocket. So when they get there, they can mess everything up, and they will not, owe you any explanation. They will not answer any of your question. When you ask question, nobody will answer you. They just want to do things the way they want, and they go away with it. What are we going to do, guys? I need your opinion in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video, guys. Just tell me what you think about this, and I will bring it to the end here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this video, and I will see you next time for another update.